2022. Roll call, please. I will do the roll call. Supervisor Roush, here. Clerk Matei, absent. Treasurer Hart, absent. Trustee Babel, absent. Trustee Blackstock.
Here.
Trustee Knotts.
Here.
Trustee Richley.
Here.
All right, join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Moving into the approval of the agenda. Is there any additions or deletions to the agenda as presented?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
I have a motion of support to approve the agenda as presented. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Agenda carries. Approval of the minutes, which are basically just the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Support.
All right, we have a motion of support to approve the minutes. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Minutes carry. Moving right along here, consent agenda.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Excuse me, are we going to have, does the sheriff want to talk about the?
He was just
One piece
open,
of
just
that?
here for questions. If you
Okay.
have any questions?
I have no questions. I don't know about anybody else.
No, nothing seems to stand out as out of the ordinary, I don't think.
May I address something real fast?
Yeah, absolutely.
First of all, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Happy New Year.
For those that don't know me, my name's Jim Spatafor. I'm the undersheriff here in St. Clair County. You have the numbers in front of you, and I agree, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary with them whatsoever. A couple changes, though, coming to the township with the township deputies. So at the end of each year, we have what's called the shift bid, which means by seniority, individuals get to pick their shifts. Well, we had a lot of retirements this year, which opened up shifts everywhere, so it kind of seemed like everybody just kind of co-mingled all over the place, so the shifts look completely different. So starting January 9th, in your township, you'll have two different deputies from last year. So it's Deputy Cleland and Deputy Kreiner. I can say that I've worked with both of these guys. They are highly trained. They spent some time in the drug unit. They spent some time working with the major crimes teams. They have experience to larger operations and smaller operations. They're both evidence technicians, which are trained, so if they come to a breaking and entering scene, they can process the scene themselves, or anything that has some type of crime scene evidence collection there. So I think you'll be very happy with both of them. They will be told to stop in and check in their first days to meet everybody, and then we'll really let you guys take it from there, what you expect them to do, like stopping in every day or every 2 days or once a week. We'll leave that up to you guys to decide, but they'll certainly be on their first days to introduce themselves, and
Okay.
if you have any issues or any questions with that, please get a hold of us as soon as you can.
All right,
Okay?
well, that's good. You got China supervisor here also, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any change for you too? You hear the same speech coming up at yours.
Yeah. All right, sounds good.
Any other questions?
Were you still interested in changing your hours?
Well, no, I kind of talked about it, you know.
We talked about it as a board, and we were in agreement that it
Yeah,
would.
Since you're here, is there a possibility of changing the shifts from 10 to 10 to 7 to 7?
Are you talking about on a permanent basis?
Yeah. Because I know I've talked to deputies before, and I don't know if you want me to.
Yeah, we've talked, and it was more about having some coverage in the morning, kind of during rush hour and the school
I
buses.
know there was a time where, when school was in, they adjusted hours, and when the schools went back, they adjusted them to a different hour. We do have some contract things we have to work with times and stuff like that, with the posted shifts, but I don't see there's any reason why we couldn't switch, at least maybe during school hours, if you want more coverage in the morning than you do at night, to swap it that way. But it'd be a discussion of that with the captain, and
Gotcha.
we'll kind of go from there. But if you're interested, let us know what hours you're looking at, and if it is a 7 to 7, you can tell me that now, and I can take it back to my shop, and then we can sit down and try to figure that out.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that's,
Because, I mean, I don't know how you guys, but you have a quarterly report in front of you? That
Yeah.
you're looking at? We looked at our quarterly report, and most of the stuff that happened after, let's say, 7 o'clock, you were covered by the Southside guys or the freelancers. I think Biso, the last one we had, I think Biso was the only name that was on after 7
Okay. And I don't know the call volume after that, I wouldn't be able to comment on that.
I know, but I'm just, this is what we kind of talked about, and we wondered, because of schools, you know, should we have somebody, because of, well, especially with all the stuff going on in the schools right now, should we have an officer,
I know years ago, they used to fluctuate the hours during school.
school times?
I don't know why they got away from that or why that changed, but we certainly can look at maybe getting back to something like that, if that's what you guys are in both agreement for.
Yeah, so your two deputies, I mean, they're not just China and East China. They have some other communities that they do as well?
No, they're strictly
just us,
Chinese,
okay.
China, yep.
Well, they get called, they'll get called out.
Well, in certain
something
instances, if they need to go hold something down, they'll head out
Right,
to that
right.
area, but their primary responsibility is here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, and you're coming to our meeting the 20th?
I'll be there.
Well, do we need to bring that up to the rest of the board
We did.
to change in the hours?
I believe that's the one you missed, the board meeting
Okay,
that
so
you missed. Yeah, we
they're all,
discussed it.
everybody's happy with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll bring it up at our board,
Yeah.
20th.
Okay.
when you come.
And once we have some resolution, maybe I'll stop back at the next meeting and at least address it so we know everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
How it turned out.
All right,
Okay?
thank you very much.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
All right, so did we have a motion to approve the
Yep.
consent? And a second?
Support.
All right, so we have a motion and support to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed. All right, motion carries. I'm trying to make some minutes here also. All right, disbursements. We have payroll, $46,561.22. Accounts payable, $154,033.54. EFTs of $70,087.42. E-checks, $604.60. Tax account of $124,977.40. And a void of $1,125.67 for a grand total of $395,138.51.
I'll make a motion that we pay the bills in the amount of $395,138.51.
Support.
All right, we have a motion and support to pay the bills. Let's do a roll call here. Supervisor Roush, yes. Trustee Blackstock.
Yes.
Trustee Knotts.
Yes.
Trustee Richley.
Yes.
All right, we will pay the bills. The only item we have tonight is the China Township water bill. So basically what we're looking at is in December of 2020, the China Township was late on a bill. A lot of it had to do with snail mail. It got there a little bit late. It got posted the same day that it was due, but it was later in the day. The late fee had hit the account prior to that check posting. It has accrued about $20 a month in late fee accrual, interest charges. So China's here to plead that that we look at waiving that bill. Since that date, they had one late bill that they came in, 3 days late?
Yeah,
They did pay that in good faith.
we paid the late charge on that.
Paid the late charge in that. So I guess the purpose or intent of this conversation is to, at China's request, to waive the late fee and the interest rates that would probably now be somewhere around $450. The original late fee was $209, and the interest that has accrued with it about $20 a month over the last 12 months. So I know there was some conversation last time about this has happened in the past, and kind of like our board, they had a big turnover. What happened in the past boards is kind of, water under the bridge here. China also had some turnover in the last year with the clerk position, or the treasurer position, or both.
Both.
So in the last, 6-8 months, everything's been right on time.
Yeah, we've been bringing, I'm hand delivering the checks, our water bills now.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen again. We had a large discussion in our office that it was late, and it's not gonna happen again.
Is the amount of time that we give you too short?
No, what happened was, originally what happened, it was an issue with the mail. So we requested that the bills be emailed to us on the proper date. So what happens now is, we can get the ball rolling before we have an actual paper copy of a bill in our hands. By the time a bill gets there, even if it's a late mail issue, we're far enough into it.
If you're worried about that, how much time do we give them to pay the bill?
It's 30 days. The paper says 30 days from date of delivery, but since we don't know a snail mail exactly what day it gets delivered, they're saying in December, they got it a couple days before it was due, not 30 days, right?
We
So,
actually called.
so they're doing the preemptive things to try to speed this along by getting the bills emailed, hand delivering them.
Okay, and this
taking them out.
request is for a specific bill of a specific date,
Yes,
one bill of a specific
Well,
date.
what happened was, it was the very first bill in December, that it was late and we didn't pay the late charge. Number one, we were charged 10%, number one. Number two, our contract says 8%.
Per annum.
Per annum. When I talked to Irene said, all our bills are 10%. And I goes, I'm not a customer, I'm a partner. We have an agreement, and the agreement is 8%. I mean, we know that. You know, we've been through this 8% deal.
I understood that 8% was of recent,
No.
it was a recent agreement between you two.
no, the 8% actually is in a lot of these,
Okay,
All the agreements.
documentation, yeah.
okay.
So we covered the late fee when she was actually late. And we sent you a check for $140-some, I think it was the late fee. So even if we went by that 8% per annum, we were far above what we should have paid. If we just want to get this finished,
If anybody wants to see, I happen to have the sewer contract where it says 8%, and they all say that, the sewer, the water,
Could I take a look at that? I'm sorry.
probably even the water we just are about to approve. We left that language in there, it's, right here, I think.
Oh, I gotcha.
Every one of our agreements
Okay. Yeah, no doubt.
say
introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you said Brian.
Oh,
It's him.
oh, well,
Yeah, I
yeah,
got it.
so I'm Ron Byers,
Jeez.
whoever.
I
already said knows me.
Here you are. Thank you.
So that was part of the dispute going on a year ago. We were charged 10% right out of the gate, and we said, wait a minute, that's not right. It's 8% per annum. Again, this didn't come to my knowledge until this last November. If it would have, we'd have been here in January. We'd have had this taken care of when we were
I
done.
suspect when the new township managers found out we weren't doing that, 10%, I've heard her say that was standard. You probably didn't see that in the contract.
Like I said, I think we proved to you that this isn't gonna happen again.
Right, and it was if it was a day late, we were late for the September billing in November, but as I told Brian, and he has the paperwork in front of him, if you figured at 8% per annum, it was like $45. I don't know how they came up with the number, but the girls in the office paid $157. So all we're saying is, we paid $157, we owed $45 there, there's another $100 and some. Let's just call it even and get on with it.
So I appreciate you guys coming to the meeting. Is there a way we can electronically, instead of getting a check or whatever, is there a way we can do that?
Well, we're emailing the bills now, so we have receipt that they receive them,
And-
through email.
And I'm getting stamps. When I bring my check in, I'm giving stamps. It was delivered in time.
I mean, is it-
Your January bill is due January 10th. I paid it December 20th. I dropped it off here December 20th.
Okay,
So I just want you to know that we're,
yeah.
Wow, so it sounds like you don't have a problem now. Well, I
What's
guess-
your question?
But, like, is there a way that in the future they can just electronically pay instead of,
Oh, like the ECH or whatever? I don't know.
I mean, that would kind of solve,
Yeah.
right, but I think because it's not we have to get it pre-approved. We have to get it
Oh.
pre-approved. So
Oh,
that's-
okay.
so I think we won't have that issue.
okay,
As long as we can keep going at the courts we are, we're fine.
okay.
So I guess I'll make a motion that we waive the initial late fee of $209.84 from 2020, December 11th, 2020, and the interest charges accrued with that, with the understanding that this is gonna be kind of a one-time deal over the course of our administration here.
I'll support that.
So we have a motion and a support. Any further discussion? Hearing none, like all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
You'll talk to Cindy about the 8% issue?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, outside of that, do we have any announcements? I have none that I know of. I usually think about them on my way home. so. Member comments, Herb,
I have nothing.
Ralph,
Have anything?
Alan?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Same here. All right, so we'll look for a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:45.
So moved.
We have support? Support. All right, a motion and a support to adjourn the meeting, 7:45. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned.